Hello, life path number 3, my empresses, my bringer of life to ideas, to life itself. Here we go. You are the beautiful inspiration that the emperors build their temples with. Okay, so let's see here. This will be reading for June 10th to 16th. And let's see what this week has for you. As always, if you land here after the fact, don't worry about it. You're meant to hear whatever message comes through for you. All right. We have the Chariot. Nice. The Hierophant. Interesting. 2 major arcanas already. Four major arcanas. Very interesting. Okay. A big power week, I would say. Transformation, clarity. I also feel right away with these cards that came in, you have the 2 dolphins, the 2 keys. The number 2 is coming in a lot. Like there's a balancing of the 2, the dual energies. And that's helping you out a lot. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say for you, my beautiful creatives. I feel you're leading a lot. The Hierophant is about wisdom, tradition. I would almost feel like it's a library, but one that's always updating. Okay. Other major arcana, the Magician. Wow. The 7 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of victory here, especially with this side. I'm looking at it. You have like the Death card bringing in a lot of ideas of transitioning into beautiful optimism. There's a lot of victory coming in. You even see it here, victory. The Death card isn't really a scary card because it's death and rebirth. It's about endings and beginnings. It's about transformation at the deepest level that you can find it. So it's not always in a bad way. It just, sometimes it scares people because of the word death. But death is always a transitional period from one state to the next, right? So there's a lot of magic going on. I feel that you have the 2 and the 2. The 2 dolphins is the drive. The 2 keys are the doors that you're going through. And I feel with the Magician who has the 4 elements plus spirit guiding, you know, as inside of him as the spirit body, you have the 2 and 2 here with the Magician. In other words, it's like you are using the tools, okay, to create the choices that are going to bring about transformation. So there's a lot coming in for you this week, and a lot of major arcanas. 5 of the 7 cards are major arcanas. So I'm going to ask Spirit what they have to give you for advice. Now I'm using the Morgan Tarot deck. This deck is a little wacky deck that it was made near the time of my birth in the 70s. And I like using it. It's very different than a regular tarot deck, but it's so insightful. It is so insightful. I love that. I just saw this card and I knew it was coming out. Look at these cards. It's almost like they're mimicking the same thing. It's very interesting. It's not what you do that counts. It is where your head is at. I feel that it's just saying, look, go inside and trust your intuition at this time. Trust the tools that you have. You are in touch with your magician side at this time, my beautiful creatives. The let George do it is somebody who's very good at doing things. This would be your emperor. This George would be like the emperor to your intuitive, creative ideas. So it's saying you are here to create with the flowers. Forget it. I almost feel like this is saying forget something. I do have the little book, so I'm going to just look at it. This, of course, is supposed to be a robot. So I'm going to see if it says anything. It's a tiny little book. But I love this little book. So I'm going to get the meaning for both of these cards. I do feel, though, that the meaning is less about what they mean and more about the mirroring of something here. There's a mirror effect going on, and I think they want you to really look at that. Absolutely. Okay? So let's see here if I can find something here. So, something should be coming up soon. The robot. Mechanical thinking will take you no further than a robot on this card can go. So that's what I feel. I feel it's really telling you it's where your head's at. Are you in joy? Are you intuitively listening to yourself? If you're telling yourself stories of what you can and can't do, you're not really going to get it. And forget it is right. Yeah, it says forget it. Yeah, it's talking about don't think about negative things. There it says don't think about pink cockroaches, green snatcherlies, and don't follow instructions. In other words, it's just don't do it to the letter. You see it? The letter's missing. Don't do it to the letter. Do it intuitively. You have been doing well so far. I feel that there's a clear indication that they just don't want you to be stopped by your mind's meanderings or ramblings. Where your head is at is the most important. Let the Emperor do the work and you be that creative energy and force. Don't be confounded or trapped by your limitations, and forget the rule book, forget the instructions, and just create. Okay, so that is the message from Spirit to you for what's happening this week. But it looks like you're going to have a very interesting and a fabulous week, my creative. So please, by all means, just create. Be your beautiful self. Drive it home. Use the tools, use the magic, and bring us the beauty that you have within. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next week. Love, light, and blessings.